Lisa Zimmer here today. Welcome. All right, who's ready to talk doTERRA? Thanks for joining me. All right, we're gonna dig right in because we got a few things to talk about. Sorry I was late today. Woke up to no water in my condo. That's always an exciting start to my day. All right, let's see who's gonna join us. Who's joining us today? Right. I am Lisa Zimmer. I'm a doTERRA Blue Diamond. What that means to you is that I help lots and lots of people learn about these essential oils and essential oil infused products to improve your emotional health, your physical health. Hi, Holly. Yay. I was hoping you guys saw my message that I was running late. Hey, Michelle. Glad you joined us. Hope you guys got to see the video we did yesterday in WWCD 24. It was amazing. All right, so for those of you that do not know what that means, if you are a doTERRA business builder, you're building a business, you're sharing oils with others, you're helping people find their health and wellness, I have a special program just for you. It's a private group, and yesterday we talked about all the incredible benefits of fennel and rose that people didn't know about. And so some other oils too. And it was incredible. So if you are building a business and you are not in there, you're going to want to do that. In fact, I forgot to change the price too, so you're going to get a deal if you do. Go to my website, lisazimmer.net/shop, and purchase WWZD24. The price is actually $39. I forgot to change it. It is only $29 right now. So I'm going to keep that till the end of the day. So if you're building a doTERRA business and helping others, you want to join that ASAP because we had an incredible video yesterday. All right, I'm going to share a few tips with you now. So let's get started. Hey, Roxanne. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Terry. Hey, Ruth. Hey, Nikki. Yay. All right. So start with the first of the month promos. We have fennel oil free. I'm going to tell you how to use it, give you some ideas. Hey, Kim. And we have rose oil. I believe it's 10% off Rose Touch. And I talk about this in almost every video. So you're going to have plenty of information on that already. But let's dig in and dive deep on these babies. And then a lot of you last month or the month before, I can't remember which, got myrrh and vetiver. We just launched myrrh and vetiver. And I haven't told you a whole lot on what to do with them yet. So we're going to talk about that as well. We talked about that in WWZD 24 yesterday. So mind-blowing testimonials in there. Hey, Miss Laura. Hey, Karen. All right. So if you don't have these books yet, you want to get them. Essential Emotions and the Essential Life book. The Essential Life book, you want the 7th edition. I don't know what edition we're on for Essential Emotions. I have the 8th edition. I think I need a new one. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Karen. Let's dig right into fennel. So fennel, how do you get it free? So if you order with doTERRA already, you already have to be a customer for this one to get it free. And you order in the monthly rewards program. Remember, you don't have to order monthly with doTERRA, but you want to. You choose to. You want to choose to. Because you get free stuff. It's that simple. You get free stuff and a bunch of money back when you order. So when I order monthly in the rewards program because I get 30% back. So say I order 100, they give me $30 back in my cart, right? No brainer. And I order monthly because I always need something: toothpaste, mouthwash, skincare, body care, hair care, supplements, oils. There's always something. Soap, right? All you have to do is order one item. Minimum order is 1 PV, which is equivalent to $1. So it's not rocket science, okay? So sign up for the monthly rewards program. Then that's how I got am going to get my free fennel. All right, and I'll tell you what to do with it next. If you spend 125 PV product value, you get fennel free automatically in your order if you order by the 15th. All right. Monica, you tagged Dolores. Make sure you tell her to join the group, and then the tag will show up for her, babe. All right. Angela made iced coffee this morning with fennel, dark brown sugar, and almond extract. So yummy. Yummy. So one of the things about fennel that a lot of people don't know, because a lot of these oils don't taste great, right? They're medicinal, so they don't taste like chocolate. Well, fennel and cinnamon bark actually taste like sugar. Cassia does a little bit as well. So fennel is sweet. Sweet fennel, see? So you can add it to your water. I have a drop in my water bottle. Always use glass, not plastic or anything else. Use glass or stainless steel, right? Oils can break down plastic, styrofoam, etc., and you end up drinking plastic. That's good, not the drinking the plastic part, that the oils break down plastic, because it also does that in your body. It helps eliminate petrochemicals that have built up in your body. But point being, you only want to drink out of glass or stainless steel so that you're not breaking down plastic. Shouldn't be drinking out of plastic anyway this day and age, right? Because of the petrochemicals and contaminants. All right, so fennel. You can put a drop on your tongue for cravings if you're wanting to lose weight. Sue uses fennel for digestive support and works like a charm. Love it. Karen says, where do you get your glass bottles? I'm going to give you a little tip, Karen. Now, this one's actually from doTERRA. It's a big fancy schmancy one. But what I normally use all day long, I bought kombucha at Costco, and they came in glass bottles with a label on it. I took the label off. There was sticky residue on it, and I used doTERRA lemon oil to get the sticky residue off, and I used those glass bottles. And so I got like 12 or 24 bottles and drank the kombucha, so it cost me nothing. So you can get glass bottles for free. Just recycle kombucha drinks from Costco and clean up that bottle. Plus, they're a nice size that they go right in your purse, so they're easy peasy. So, and they have a cap, so very cool. All right, so fennel, let's talk about the emotional benefits first. Okay, so I'm going to grab my book, Essential Emotions. Let's talk fennel. All right, this is an oil that I had very little education on until yesterday in WWCD 24, and I'm very excited about all the information that was shared in there. All right, fennel is the oil of responsibility. It supports individuals who have a weakened sense of self. The individual may feel defeated by life's responsibilities, having little or no desire to improve their situation. Fennel reignites a passion for life. Ooh, that explains a lot today. All right, so I have a new passion for life. I know there's some other contributing factors to that, but today has been one of the most amazing days creatively that I have had in a very long time. And so I started my morning with drinking fennel, and I also had some other contributions to that, and this is all making sense to me. So fennel reignites a passion for life. It encourages the soul to take full ownership and responsibility for its choices. It teaches that life is not too much or too big to handle. Oh, I love the emotional benefits of these oils. All right. It encourages individuals to live in integrity within themselves despite the judgment of others. When you've been paralyzed by fear and shame, this oil can get you moving again. That's exactly what happened to me. All right? That's exactly what happened to me. When they have been paralyzed by fear and shame, this oil gets you moving again. I'm going to repeat that 100 times because that is powerful. Fennel reestablishes a strong connection to the body and the self when there's been weakness or separation. I am exactly in that space right now. Fennel also supports an individual in listening to the subtle messages of the body. This is important where there have been a loss of connection to the body's natural signals due to emotional eating, severe dieting, eating issues, or drug abuse. Through attunement with the body's actual needs, fennel curbs cravings for experiences that dull the senses. So fennel curbs all kinds of cravings, not just cravings for foods, sugars, carbs, whatever, right? It curbs cravings for unhealthy things, right? So fantastic. This oil supports the individual in hearing the body signals of hunger, thirst, satiation, or exhaustion. It's also supportive in regaining one's appetite for nourishment, food, and life itself. I need that. I haven't been very passionate about eating and food lately. Fennel helps with lack of desire, unwillingness to take responsibility, feeling shameful, having a weak sense of self, and feeling numb to body signals. Positive properties it helps with feeling responsible, in tune with your body, and satiated. Dig it. All right, so what are some ways we can use it? You can put a drop on your tongue. I'll do that right here so you can see it. It smells like black licorice. It has a dropper top. I don't know how many drops I'll get since I don't have a mirror, but has a sugary taste to it. Sugary and sweet with the black licorice taste. I don't love black licorice, but it's not like, I mean, it tastes like black licorice, but it still tastes better because it's sweet. All right, so that's one way to use it. Monica wants me to share the book title. Can you see that? Essential Emotions and the Essential Life book. You can get these on a number of sites. I don't have an affiliate link for you. They're not paying me to tell you about these books. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them on oillife.com. You can get them on your oil tools. There are a lot of places that you can get these. Right? Ways to use your Fennel. You can inhale directly from the bottle. Put a couple drops on your hands. Remember, the best ways to use these oils for emotional benefits is inhaling them. When you inhale them, it goes through the olfactory bulb in your nose. Inhale deep through your nose. Goes through the olfactory bulb in your nose and triggers the limbic system in your brain, right? And so we want that emotional support, not just the physical support for these oils. And smelling, inhaling through the nose is the best way to do that for emotional support, right? So we just read about the benefits of Fennel for emotions. You can diffuse Fennel. I'd love some diffuser recipes from you all. I'm going to post some when we're done, but I'd love some diffuser recipes. Michelle says the hardcover book is sold out at Oil Life. Oh, no. All right, so you guys are going to have to research that and let me know where you find the new one. All right, you can also use Fennel in a roller. You can do 20 drops Fennel plus fractionated coconut oil and roll it. Let me tell you where to roll it. And we're going to tell you other physical benefits that Fennel's good for. So you can find emotional benefits in the Essential Life book in some of the sections as well, but I love the Essential Emotions book because it's a lot more information on each oil. All right, so now I'm going to flip to Fennel in the Oil Life book, right? And I'm going to give you some recipes that aren't in the book, so I'm super excited to share that. All right, top uses for Fennel. Anything digestive. All right, it doesn't matter. Anything digestive. Take it in a capsule. Do 3 or 4 drops in an empty veggie cap. Or, because it tastes good, you can just do 3 or 4 drops right on your tongue. Or 3 or 4 drops in a shot glass, right, not plastic, a shot glass with a little splash of water and do a shot, oil shot. You can also do a diluted roller. 20 drops Fennel in a 10 milliliter roller topped with fractionated coconut oil. Roll your abdomen. People always say, oh, how many drops? Oh, where do I roll it? Don't make it hard. In a 10 milliliter roller, anywhere from 20 to 100 drops of essential oil. 100's really strong. It depends on what you're doing, right? Plus coconut oil. I usually just do 20 drops each oil to 10 drops each oil until I get to 50 to 100 drops of oil, right? Depending, again, on what I'm doing. If I am feeling really, really bad, I'm going to make it stronger, right? But you can start with 20 drops. If it's not doing what you want, you can always add more, right? Roll it on your abdomen. Roll it on your spine, bottoms of feet. Depends on what you got going on and where. But if it's anything digestive, you can do abdomen. If your skin is sensitive, you can always roll the oils on the bottoms of the feet. The skin on the bottoms of your feet is tougher, right? Just put socks on or slippers or whatever and then go about your business. Always dilute more for infants and children. I usually go by the age rule, anywhere from 1 to 2 drops per year of age. So for an infant, you can actually use a Fennel roller and use like 1 to 2 drops of Fennel in a 10 milliliter roller diluted. That's it. 1 drop, 1 to 2 drops, okay? If it's not doing what you want, add a little more. If it's a 3-year-old, 1 to 2 drops, so 3 to 6 drops of essential oil. You don't have to make it hard. If you have children of all ages, say you have infant, toddler, 5-year-old, do 5 drops. You can use it on all of them because it is heavily diluted with coconut oil still. All right. Nausea, digestive upset, anything digestive whatsoever. It doesn't matter what it is. Remember, that's what makes these doTERRA oils magical. All right, they work with your body system's natural processes to balance them. All right, so I like to use this example, even though it's disgusting. So bear with me. If you can't go to the bathroom or you have a loose stool, we use the same oil because the oil balances the body system and doesn't interfere with it. It works with your body naturally. In traditional toxic options, we use one toxic option for one problem and we use another toxic option for the other. So then you end up with more issues because you're interfering with the body's natural processes. The oils provide homeostasis and help your body get back into balance and help that body system function like it was meant to. All right, Fennel, hormone balancing for women. Anything female related, you can take it in a capsule or apply it topically to the abdomen, or the spine is also a great place to apply it, wherever you can reach. Do your spine down lower, do your spine up above, whatever you can reach, or have someone apply it to the spine for you. Lack of uterus tone. How cool is that? Lack of uterus tone. Anything female related, Fennel. Low breast milk supply, and I have a recipe for you for that. Are you ready? So I am going to work on an initiative. We have a problem right now because of the pandemic, I'm assuming. I haven't read all the details of what it's for, but a lack of formula, right? So baby formula is running out. People are not able to get it. That's a big problem. So let's talk about milk supply. Whether I would encourage women that are producing milk, right, to use this recipe for increasing milk supply. Produce more milk if you can, if you're open to it, and freeze it. All right. And I'm encouraging women to find sites where you can share your breast milk with others if you have an overproduction of. All right, because that can help these people who cannot get formula. It doesn't solve every person's situation, but it could be helpful, okay? So increase milk supply, 10 drops, 10 to 20 drops of each of these oils. Grab a pen and paper. Copaiba, fennel, basil, and clary sage, topped off with fractionated coconut oil in a 10 milliliter roller. Massage in your armpits, on the breast, avoid the nipple area where the baby latches on, and you can do that a couple times a day. Okay, so let me repeat that. Copaiba, fennel, basil, clary sage, 20 drops each in a 10 milliliter roller. Also, if you're having trouble with milk supply, a lot of times it's stress and anxious feelings induced. So mom, please grab your Balance, Serenity, Adaptive, Citrus Bloom, Citrus Bliss, any of your emotional oils that help with stress. Peace, Forgive, grab your emotional oils. Mom needs to be de-stressed, so be diffusing your emotional support oils for reducing stress. Mom needs to relax so that the milk can come in. And then use this fennel-based increased milk supply recipe. All right, so excited about that recipe. Got tons of testimonials for it. If you have an overly acidic or toxic body, take fennel in a capsule or glass of water. It helps with kidney health, helps with fluid retention, anything respiratory and ear related, sluggish bowels, balancing blood sugars, and increasing metabolism. Let's repeat that. Increasing metabolism. We are going to talk weight management later in the month, so please make sure you get your free fennel. All right, we're going to talk about weight management and Fennel later in the month. Blood sugar balancing, metabolism boosting, Fennel. Put a couple drops in a veggie cap or put it in a shot or drink it in your water. You want Fennel in water and in your body every single day. Helps with hunger pains and sugar cravings. Just put a drop on your tongue or sip it in water. Emotional balance, Fennel helps you to go from feeling unproductive to flourishing. And if you were joining this video earlier, it totally works. Made a huge change in a project I was working on today where I felt passionate once again creatively like I have not in years. All right, Fennel. Fennel's free. Okay, spend 125 PV product value in your doTERRA rewards cart this month by the 15th, and they're going to just add Fennel free into that for you. All right, you don't even have to do anything. All right, next, I want to hear your recipes in the comments for diffuser recipes, how you use Fennel on a daily basis, all right? For immunity support right now, when I was feeling under the weather a couple weeks ago, a shot. You should be doing an oil shot every morning, all right? Everyone should start their day with an oil shot. Let's talk about some of those recipes before we dig into Rose. So my oil shot during the time that I was feeling under the weather was Fennel, tangerine, and clove. It's jam-packed with antioxidants, detoxification, digestive support, respiratory support, immunity support. The list is long. So I was starting to feel under the weather, and so I did 2 drops Fennel, 2 drops tangerine, and 2 drops clove in a shot glass with a splash of water. I did the shot, swished it around in my mouth, and swallowed it. Didn't taste fantastic, but it wasn't horrible because of the clove. Clove is super strong. Our clove oil is the #1 antioxidant on the planet. 1 drop of doTERRA clove oil, I forget the reference. I used to talk about this all the time, but it's been like 7 or 8 years. I'll have to Google it. On the ORAC scale, the antioxidant scale, 1 drop of clove oil is the highest antioxidant on the scale. All right, so I'll get you some stats for that. It'd be like eating an island's worth, like my kitchen island, an island's worth of blueberries. All right, 1 drop of doTERRA clove oil. And antioxidants neutralize free radicals. They neutralize the bad stuff in our body, so we want lots of antioxidants. All right. Okay, so that shot, I actually did it 2-3 times a day when I was feeling under the weather. Respiratory support, immunity, digestive, blood sugars, all kinds of stuff it helped with, okay? So let's start every day with an oil shot. Right now, my oil shot for emotional health and wellness, because I've got a lot going on, launching a new business. Can't wait to tell you about that. Stay tuned. We're going to be talking about that more in the next couple weeks. Super excited. It's what I felt creatively stuck with. And the Fennel and some other people's inspiration just helped me let loose today. So anyway, oil shot right now for emotional health and wellness because I've got a lot going on. I just got a U-Haul of all my stuff from Illinois here. So my house was just bombarded. I stayed up until like 2:30 in the morning last night doing 8 loads of laundry. And a lot going on. So I need a little emotional health and wellness support. And so 2 drops frankincense, wild orange, and peppermint in a shot glass with water every morning. Clears your head, starts your day out right. Jackson's started doing that. He's had some emotional overwhelm thanks to, you ready for this? This poor kid. Graduation, relocation to a new state, starting school in the fall, leaving his grandparents, leaving his friends, leaving his home, and some other family situations have changed that I'll be announcing in a couple weeks. And so he's had a lot on his plate, and he's also started dating, right? And so he is loving his frankincense, wild orange, and peppermint. It's great for kids. I encourage you to encourage your teenagers and children to use the oils for emotional health and wellness, for emotional support, all right? So fennel, clove, tangerine, 2 drops each in a shot glass of water for immunity support, for emotional health and wellness on a daily basis, for sad feelings, overwhelm, feelings of anxiousness, 2 drops each, frankincense, wild orange, peppermint, and then put that in your diffuser. It's going in my diffuser right now, okay? All right. Everyone should start their day with an oil shot. I'd love to hear. Oh, Holly just announced my other one. Check out the comments. The comments on my videos on Facebook in this group, Yay Oils Public Education, are gold. All right. So if you're on YouTube, watching this replay on YouTube, I highly recommend you join Facebook, even if you don't love it, just to get into the Facebook group and read the comments. People share so much amazing information in here. All right, so now in Florida has had for the last 2 years the highest pollen count off the charts that they've ever had. So people are getting sick with all kinds of stuff from allergies, from sinus congestion. Michelle just said it for me. RTC, baby, read the comments. That's my favorite saying, read the comments. Right, so Florida, people are getting sick with sinus infections, strep throat, all kinds of stuff just because of the high pollen count. Right, so we need to balance and have a healthy histamine response. How can we do that? Do a morning shot, 2 drops lemon, 2 drops lavender, 2 drops peppermint in your morning shot. Swish it around in your mouth for as long as you can take it, up to a minute, and swallow. Works amazing. Make a roller, 20 drops lemon, lavender, peppermint. Need a little more help with decongesting? Add 20 drops tea tree. All right? Lemon, lavender, peppermint. Not doing it for you? Add tea tree. You can do 2 drops lemon, lavender, peppermint in your shot glass with tea tree, and you can also add that to your roller. Always top off your rollers with fractionated coconut oil or a carrier oil. Diane says you got thinner. I love you, Diane. You're my new favorite person today. Actually, you're always one of my favorite people. Thanks for sending me that message the other day. What's next? How else can we use lemon, lavender, peppermint, and tea tree? We can put it in our diffuser, right? And diffuse those oils all day long if you're at home, right? Keep the air clean. You can diffuse that at night. Also at night, if you're having trouble breathing, what oil would you use? Breathe. You can put it on your sinuses. You can put it in your diffuser, okay? Also, did you know for sinus support, Digestin. Digestin. We always think of Digestin for digestive support. It's amazing for the sinuses. Okay, I'm going to switch over to rose because we're running out of time. I got to hop on my next video here in a couple minutes, so let's talk about rose oil. Now, I've talked about rose oil probably every video that I've ever made. It goes on my body all day long, all night long. Goes up and down my forearms. Goes over my heart. You can do a little heart over your heart. How cute is that? Goes behind my ears. Goes on the back of my neck. Goes on my abdomen. Inhale it. Goes all over my face at bedtime. All right. Rose is incredible for anti-aging, emotional support, libido. All right. So much. What else is it for? Oh, look at here. #1 in my book, low libido. All right. So top uses for rose oil. Low libido, sexuality, frigidity, lack of sexual confidence. Diffuse it or inhale it from cupped hands. Apply to lower abdomen, bottoms of feet, or areas of interest. So I roll it on my lower abdomen, up and down my forearms, over my heart. Roll the rose touch everywhere. It's on sale this month. Nikki loves the smell of rose oil and magnolia. That is an amazing combination. I combine rose, magnolia, and neroli. In fact, so much so that they're all right here every single day. Boom, right there, baby. The magic trio for women, right? Magnolia, rose, neroli. Every woman should have these, period. Right? No hot flashes, hormonal balance, right? Amazing. All right. Rose is great for anything skin. Say you get a cut and it's not looking so good. Rose oil. Diane says, which book? Same 2 books every week, babe. Essential Life book. I'm reading from 7th edition. And then I'll try to read fast from Essential Emotions because I'm running out of time. Sad feelings, grief, brokenhearted, lonely, and physical heart health as well as emotional heart health. Rose oil. Apply it over the heart. Childbirth and baby blues, irregular ovulation, menstruation, anything female related. Roll it over abdomen. Brain and nerve health, right? So I roll it behind my ears. I roll it on the back of my neck for brain and nerve. Fine lines, scars, wrinkles, facial capillaries, and redness all over the face, baby. Rose all over the face. Now, I will roll it sometimes, less often now, because I actually bought the 5 milliliter rose oil. You can get it free with points. Terry's getting it free with points. It's $275 for the 5 milliliter bottle. Why is rose so expensive? Well, it's known as the queen of flowers. It actually takes 12,000 rose blossoms to make 1 5 milliliter oil. It's $275. You can get it free with your rewards points. I put 5 drops rose oil, 5 drops frankincense, and 5 drops tea tree in an entire bottle of doTERRA hydrating cream, and that goes all over my face every morning and every night. Rose oil is also great for men for healthy semen production, impotency, and prostate health. Use rose oil daily as a perfume. Emotionally, it helps you to go from feeling isolated to loved. All right. Letitia uses rose oil for her daughter's mosquito bites. Oh, I'm going to do that right now. I got nailed by mosquitoes, and we have no-see-ums here in Florida. I'm putting them where I got bit. They were awful this week. All right, rose oil. Genius. Okay, keep that rose oil in your purse. Rose and neroli are in my purse 24/7. Okay, let's talk about emotional health quick for rose. Let's see what we got in here. I think it's in this book. This is an older book. Rose is the oil for divine love. It holds a higher vibration than any other oil on the planet. It's a powerful healer of the heart. It supports you in reaching heavenward and connecting with divine love, for divine grace and intervention in the healing process if you need that. It helps you to receive divine benevolence in all its manifestations, and the heart can be softened. If you've got a hardened heart, had some challenges this last year, it helps soften your heart. If one can simply let go and choose to receive love, they will be wrapped in warmth, charity, and compassion. Rose invites individuals to experience the unwavering, unchanging, unconditional love of the divine. This love heals all hearts and dresses all wounds. It restores an individual's authenticity, wholeness, and purity. As one feels unconditional love and acceptance, the heart is softened. I love this. All right. Rose embodies and teaches individuals how to contact this love through prayer, meditation, and opening the heart to receive it. Negative emotions that rose helps with, constricted feelings, closed heart or broken heart, lack of compassion, and feeling wounded. It helps you to feel loved, compassionate, healed, tenderhearted, accepted. Ooh, that's a powerful word, isn't it? Accepted, empathy, and able to receive divine love. Rose oil. Bring on the rose. Also, it is one of the best stress relievers and helps you to relax. I now have it all over my desk. I just got my arm on my desk. Rose oil at bedtime. Last night I covered my I wasn't tired. I was working on adrenaline and I'm doing 8 loads of laundry. And covered my chest, my neck, right? Don't forget about this part. This is where we show aging, for women especially. Don't forget about the tops of your hands. Hopefully you're all doing the Yarrow Palm Challenge that I talked about the last 2 Thursdays, and putting Yarrow Palm on the tops of your hands to help with aging on your hands. All right, make sure you use sunscreen. Unfortunately, doTERRA's sunscreen did not come out yet, and so we are eagerly awaiting that, all right? So rose oil everywhere. Last but not least, I want you to stay tuned. I'm out of time today. I want you to stay tuned and join me next week for myrrh and vetiver chit chat. What I want you to do immediately, and we're going to talk more about this, is I want you to start using myrrh in a homemade mouthwash or add it to your doTERRA mouthwash. And I want you to start applying myrrh to your gums. This is a new roller. If you have the existing pure oil, use that. Otherwise, make sure you order myrrh and vetiver in the new rollers. All right, and I want you to take myrrh. It tastes disgusting. I want you to do it anyway. I want you to put it on your finger, and I want you to massage this onto your gums for gum health. I'm not going to do it right now because I got to do another video here in 5 minutes, all right? Myrrh, all right? Incredible benefits for myrrh. We're going to talk about it more next week. I want myrrh in your mouth, massaged on your gums. We're going to talk about more why next week. Thanks for joining me today. All right, so get Rose 10% off, get Fennel free, share your recipes in the comments for diffuser blends, roller blends, using these oils, any that we talked about today, any testimonials that you have. And don't forget, when you share with me, I share with you. So you get registered when you make comments, share these videos, add friends to the group. Whatever you do, we keep track of it, and then we give away free stuff. All right, post in the comments what you would love to get for free. It could be a doTERRA product. It could be things that, it could be an oil that's no longer available. If there's an oil that you did not get or you miss and you can't get it anymore, comment what oil you miss and tell me why, and maybe I have it. All right, and share everywhere. All right, share with me, I share with you. Thanks, everybody. Happy oiling. Have a great day. We'll see you next week. Bye.